right, National Gardening Day, exercise day is observed every year on June 6th and encourages us to maximize the benefits we reap from gardening by adding some stretches and a few extra steps or squats. Now, gardening on its own is therapeutic, builds muscles and builds calories. Some of the gardening activities that are excellent for working your muscles and for burning calories include weeding, digging, spading, planting, pruning, mowing, raking, and walking. Now, many of us do not realize the amount of healthy exercise that we can get while working outside in the garden. It involves a lot of working back and forth as well as bending up and down along with other things. Now, being out in the fresh air and sunshine are also an added benefit. Incorporating stretching into a gardening routine may help to prevent injuries, much like it does for any athletic endeavor. Now, adding those squats will contribute to building and or maintaining muscle, and extra steps may make gardening more aerobic if it increases the heart rate. Now, gardening and exercise are excellent stress relievers. So if you don't have a garden yet, I think now would be a good time to start to consider one. So happy Gardening Exercise Day. Namafa, how is your garden doing? She saw all the blue plants. Norma, are you there? Or did we lose her?
No, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
I said all your blue plants that you saw in the UK. I'm saying that you should bring back some home so you can start gardening. What do you think?
I'm only going to be able to bring back the pictures, but I mean the pictures do not capture the essence of what I experienced at the botanical gardens. It was so
breathtaking.
Rich.
I can imagine.
Colors, all sorts of, the history from all countries, different countries. I mean, it was really, really surreal. Unfortunately, I'm not the gardening type, but I even had an opportunity to have to be with my friend's sister, who's a gardener. She's been gardening or taking care of her garden for 6 years, and her flowers were in bloom. I was like, oh my goodness, maybe it's time I started thinking about, who knows, I might just be very well at it, right?
Yeah. All right, so we have a few stories on what's in the news today. So do you want to go first? You found a story for us, yes?
I did find a story. It has to do with, politics, right? So this time around, it's from the Nigerian singer, Peter Okoye, the Punch newspaper. So he, of course, he's popularly known as Mr. P. So today he revealed that he had instructed his management and security not to let anyone into his house or office without their permanent voter's card. So he says on Twitter that I have just instructed my security and my management that no one is allowed to visit my house or office without showing their PVC. This also includes my management team and entourage. No PVC, no visits, and no travels. We must get it right this time and vote out bad leaders. So I think this is a good one because, I mean, for a whole Mr. P to come right out and say no visits, this and that. And he has quite a lot of followers, right, on Instagram and Twitter. So I guess that would be quite influential in the sense of getting young people, both young and old, to actually have their PVCs done. I mean, if people like him, more and more celebrities or singers can come out to encourage people, I think more people would pay attention and they would actually go and do the needful, which is getting their PVCs, getting ready to vote, because that is their right, at least part, and then let's see what happens from there. So I think it's a good one.
So I found the story quite interesting. While I really do applaud what P Square has done, I think it's Peter, right, of the P Square. While I applaud what he's done, for me, when we start to talk about PVCs and elections, it's already too late, right? So I just want to appeal to every person that has some level of influence, right, to this extent, that let's take it a notch higher. Let's start to say that you must show me your party, what's it called, your party ID, So let me see that you belong to a political party. Because when it gets to the polls, it's already too late, because it is whatever options this party present to you that you'll be forced to pick. So, and usually in our Nigerian politics, we always try to pick between the devil and the deep blue sea, right? That has always been the issue. So I would like for us to start having more people like him, more celebrities, more people of influence come out to say, you know what, I want to see those party IDs. Yours, you know, I want to see that you belong to a political party. If not, you don't come to my office. I don't have any business to do with you. Let's take it a notch higher, because that is the only way real influence can happen. That you can truly change, you know, from the party structure. You can then change what then eventually happens at the polling units. You know,
Absolutely.
so talking about parties, I just want to bring to our notice because this guy, it seems like he's not going anywhere. Banky W, yes, he has won again the rerun for his House of Representative primaries that took place today. So congratulations to him. I remember a lot of controversies around whether he won, whether he did not win. Even I had, you know, said, oh, something about him not winning. Later came back to say he won. Now they say, you know, so now he's done the, what's it called, the rerun for the primaries. Yes, and he's won the election. Then I think I have another story I'd like to just quickly take. The vice president, you know, there were speculations about him being involved in an accident. He wasn't involved in an accident. It was on his way to the airport while trying to visit en route or to visit the church that what's it called, the victims of the crisis for the Catholic Church. He stumbled into, his convoy had to stop. He stumbled into a car accident, and the victim had been transported to the Air Force Hospital. So there were speculations and there were uproars about the vice president being involved in an accident, but he's come to debunk that, you know. But what is just interesting for me is everybody all of a sudden is visiting, what's it called? Owo. Ah, wow, what a country. You know what
Well,
I'm thinking?
like,
Go ahead.
again, like my dad would say, be seen to be trying. Yeah, so
I'm trying to be very positive here, but it's really sad that, you know,
hard
every
because
time.
you're wondering if it's based on self-interest or just that it's about what you want to get out of the
Absolutely,
situation.
because it's the season of politics, so politicians will do anything and everything, you know, just to whip up a lot of, you know, sentiments and get some people bought over to their own side, to their own corner. But you see, at the detriment of people's lives, you know, well, it's hard to swallow. But we're going to take a break now because today I just want to ask questions and listen to our guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.